Okay, let's talk about how the camera sees versus you see, because it's about a 10-stop difference, okay, which is a huge difference if you think about it. This shot here was taken on a trip with my parents to North Dakota. Don't know why I went there, but I went there with them. We stopped on the side of the road. I went, wow, this is really beautiful. And this shot here was actually 5 shots put together in Photoshop using an HDR software too. So there's no way that you can see this, or you can shoot this. This is how it looked when I looked out at it. But then I went, okay, let's go ahead. I'm going to meter off of the foreground. And then this is what I got. You can see there's no sky. And I went, well, that sky is really important, so I want to meter off of that. And that's what I got. You can't have both. It's just, unless you're doing high dynamic range photography, which is what I did for this, you cannot have both. So knowing the limitations of what you see versus what your camera sees is huge. You can actually use this to your advantage. Okay, here's another example. Okay, this is Essie here. She runs my studio. She was standing out here, and we took a meter reading off the whole scene, and this is what you got. You can see she's in the shade. Okay, so she's kind of dark. And you kind of look at your scene. You have a highlight side on the one side, and you have a shadow side on the other. So if I go up and meter off of her, she's in the shade, what's going to happen in the background? It's going to go brighter, okay? So I took that shot and I'm like, ooh, that doesn't look very good because there's no density in the background whatsoever, okay? So then all I did was change my angle. Like if you go back to the last shot here, it's like you can see there's a highlight side, which is what I shot into. So if I just change my angle a little bit and get those trees in the background, this is what I get, and it looks way more pleasing. You've got density in the background. I use this all the time in my photography. I'll set somebody up, backlight them, and like this here is taken on a cyclone's fence. There's a dumpster and a freeway behind this girl, and I love to set this up, and they look at me like I'm nuts, and they show them the shot, and they think I'm a magician. So knowing how your camera can see is a huge thing. So don't forget to use that to your advantage. And we'll be back with how to meter.